Hi there, thanks for joining me. So this morning I was up really early. I just couldn't sleep for some reason. But the good news is in the UK, if you wake up really early on a Sunday morning, you can go to a car boot sale. Now don't ask me why, but car boot sales start really early on a Sunday morning, usually about 5, 6 o'clock. I wasn't there quite that early, but I was there about 7:30, and I picked up some rather nice bargains I thought I might share with you. Now, for anyone who's not familiar with what a car boot sale is, because I think it's a term we only use in the UK, basically you turn up to a designated event with your car or your van, and you fill your car and your van with all the stuff you want to sell, and then people come and buy your wares from you. So I guess it's a bit like a yard sale, but rather than people come into your yard, you go to the designated event to sell your wares. Now, the first thing I picked up was this rather lovely scarf. Well, the lady tells me it's a scarf, but I'm not sure I should be wearing it as a scarf because it's rather big. I'm not sure how you're supposed to see out of that, but it's rather lovely, isn't it? And so there you go, a lovely scarf. But the reason why I bought it was because it's made of the sort of wool that I use for needle felting. Now, some of you might have watched my other videos. I actually needle felt, and this wool would be lovely for needle felting, absolutely wonderful. So I picked that up, and I shall be using that for my needle felting wares, and that was £2. So I guess that's about $2.20, I think, in today's currency. So it's rather nice, isn't it? The second thing I picked up was a little doll's house table and chairs. Now, unfortunately, one of the chairs has lost its leg, but obviously that's very easily gluable back on. And also one of the little chairs has lost its seat, so that's a bit of a shame. So I'll probably need to refurnish all the chairs so they all match. Nevertheless, it's a nice little set, and it's really quite hard to find doll's house furniture at car boot sales. I think it's because they're just so desirable, and it's really quite difficult to pick them up. Again, that was about £2, so that's not too bad, is it? Secondly, I picked up these little bits and pieces. I thought these would be ideal for decorating a doll's house. So we've got a little girl with a boat, just quite cute, wasn't she? A little dog pendant, but again, I thought I'd make a nice picture for the doll's house wall. Same for this one with the people on it. This one I thought was quite interesting. It sort of stand on the floor. My thoughts were, it's a clip-on earring, and I thought it could stand on the floor. It almost looks like the sort of thing you might put in front of a fire, doesn't it? It's like a fire guard or something. But I thought it was so pretty. Again, just a very pretty little bead. But again, I thought I could put flowers in that. This might be slightly big for a lot of the doll's houses I'm restoring. But again, it's rather lovely, isn't it? It's like almost Wedgwood look. And a little glittery clown. I also picked up these bags of craft bits. The lady had put them together. She was knitting, making some wonderful things. And I felt really bad for her because I picked up one of the bags and little glass bottles fell out and smashed all over the floor. So I felt obliged to buy something from her. But I thought they were rather nice. And as a crafter, the sort of thing that I'm sure I will be able to use lots of. So I tend to use these little bottles in the houses because they're the ideal size for doll's houses, aren't they? I've got quite a few of those in there, and some little flower sequins, some glittery sequins, or another little jar, some purple sequins, some, what we've got in there, like little angel sequins with a trumpet, isn't it? And these are rather pretty as well, so they'd make sort of decorations for the doll's houses, wouldn't they? That was the first bag I picked up. That was £1, so I think that's about $1.13. And then I picked up another bag from her. I thought they were rather nice. I'll say she made some beautiful knitting stuff, but just not stuff I would use, like the babies' jackets and stuff, but nothing that I could use. I don't know anyone who's got babies. But they're rather pretty, and little shells and little hearts. More of these little fairy dust jars. Are rather cute, aren't they? But I like using those around doll's houses. They just sort of give a bit of a feature to the doll's house, don't they? And I've also got some pink sequins. Oh, little green beads. Oh, pretty, aren't they? Little black and purple cats, ideal for Halloween. Oh, they're all pretty. Little pearl beads. More green beads. mixture of sequins and some more. Oh no, I've already looked at those, haven't I? I've muddled my boxes up. But yeah, so all of that was £2. So again, that's not bad, is it? It's certainly the sort of stuff I'll be using in my dolls' houses. So especially little bottles, I do think they are rather cute, aren't they? And last, but by no means least, probably my biggest bargain, and I'm going to try and get this in the camera, was I used to do Latchhook rugs when I was younger. And only the other day I was thinking I'd like to do another Latchhook rug. And a lady was selling this rug there. And it's obviously been started by somebody, and they obviously only got that far. But it comes with all the wool. All the wool is in this bag here. I say wool, unfortunately it's acrylic rather than actual wool. Some of the ones I've done in the past have actually been sort of pure wool, but this is acrylic. But nevertheless, I thought it'd be rather nice to do. And I think it's probably about 2 meters by 1 meter. So it's rather nice, isn't it? So hopefully we can see a bit of the pattern that's going on there. As I say, someone started here and then they've obviously got bored or couldn't carry on for some reason. And I miss doing my Latchhook rug because I really used to enjoy it. I've done like one with got Nefertiti on it. I did one that had Benjamin Bunny on it for my boys when they were little. And yes, I thought it was rather nice. So I picked that up, and that was £10 for the canvas and the wool. So I didn't think that was too bad at all. I think that's about $11.20. Okay, so my husband's very kindly offered to video to show how large the rug is, and it's rather a decent size, isn't it? It's going to take me quite a bit of work to get that done, but isn't it lovely? So yeah, that will keep me busy for quite some time. And I was quite chuffed with what I picked up today. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at it with me. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.